This video may offend many top students, and maybe it should, because we've all been sold a lie. You've been told that you're average because you're lazy, because you're not naturally smart, because intelligence is a gift you're either born with or not. And while you're at the back of the classroom being ignored, mocked, or even humiliated by teachers and so-called friends, the top students, sit in the front treated like royalty. They get all the praise, all the opportunities, and you get told to try harder next time. Let me tell you something no one else will. You are not the problem. The system is. I know what it feels like to be at the bottom of the class. I know the feeling of pretending to understand the topic, just so no one sees you struggling. I know what it's like when your parents start losing hope, when your classmates laugh under their breath, when even your teacher stops trying to explain anything to you. I lived that life, until one moment changed everything. It was during my second year of college. They called us the bottom 10, the students who sat at the very edge of failure. But one day my teacher did something different. She forced me to sit beside the top student in class. Front row. No hiding. I hated it until I saw his notebook. It was like discovering a cheat code. He wasn't writing everything the teacher said. He wasn't trying to make his notes look pretty. But somehow, everything made sense in a single glance. That day, I realized the top students don't study harder. They study smarter. And no one ever tells you how. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 5 study methods that top students don't want you to know. The strategies they use secretly, while the rest of the class falls behind. These methods took me from a bottom dweller to a top-ranked student. They'll do the same for you. But before we start, let me say this once. If you walk away from this video and do nothing, you're choosing to stay behind. You're not failing because you're dumb, you're failing because you're unaware. Subscribe now if you want to change your life. And if you won't, at least drop a comment explaining why you're okay staying average. Because you either level up, or you explain your failure to the rest of us. Let's begin. 1. Stop taking notes like a textbook. Most students take notes that look like a wall of words, full of paragraphs, full of confusion, full of stress, and still, they forget everything by the time the exam starts. Top students don't do this. Their notebooks don't look like textbooks. They look like blueprints. They use diagrams, mind maps, color-coded charts, and visual structures. Because the human brain remembers images, not endless words. Science proves it. Visual information is remembered up to 65% more than plain text. Here's how to change your notes right now. Use arrows to show relationships between ideas. Use colors to signal key concepts. Blue for facts, red for formulas, green for examples. Create flowcharts to condense entire lessons into one simple visual. Think about it. How many times have you written a page of notes, only to forget all of it the next day? You were never the problem. Your note-taking style was. If your notes look like a boring essay, stop wasting your time. Start creating notes your brain wants to remember. 2. Stop taking notes while learning. This is going to shock you. Top students don't take notes during the lecture. What? Because your brain can't listen deeply and write intelligently at the same time. Trying to do both is like downloading 2 movies with a weak Wi-Fi signal. Neither finishes. Instead, they absorb first. Then they write after. Here's how they do it. Step 1. Listen to the teacher. Fully. No distractions. Step 2. After class, watch a video or read the topic from a textbook. Step 3. Test yourself by writing down everything you remember. Step 4. Only then start making your final notes. This is called cognitive overloading, feeding your brain with so much relevant information that it has to adapt. Just like muscles grow under stress, your brain grows under pressure. If you're not overwhelmed while learning, you're not training your brain, you're babysitting it. Stop playing soft. Train your brain like a machine. 3. The topper's secret weapon, active recall. This is where the real magic happens. Most students do what I call passive reading. They go over their notes again and again, hoping that repetition will lead to memory. It doesn't. Active recall is when you force your brain to remember. Here's how. Close your notes and write down everything you know about the topic. Even if it's messy, even if it's incomplete, write it. Say it out loud. If you can't explain it, you don't know it. Use flashcards. Question on one side, answer on the other. Recall before sleep. This one changed my life. Right before bed, mentally run through what you studied. Your brain will organize the data while you sleep. I did this for 60 days straight. By the end of it, people thought I was cheating in exams. But I wasn't. I was just using a method no one talks about. Do you want to spend 5 hours memorizing something and forgetting it in one day? or spend 2 hours recalling it and remembering it forever? The choice is yours, but you'd better choose wisely. 4. Plug and chug. Stop overthinking in exams. Let's be real, thinking is a trap in exams. While you're stuck thinking about formulas, the top students are already handing in their papers. They don't pause to analyze every detail. They memorize formulas beforehand and plug in the values like a machine. No hesitation. No confusion. This is the plug-and-chug method. For every formula, break it down and understand the components. Before the exam, memorize these formulas like your life depends on it. During the exam, don't second guess. Just plug the numbers in and move on. If you overthink, you'll blank out. You'll freeze. You'll watch the clock while your brain melts. And when the results come out, you'll wonder how the others finished so quickly. They weren't faster. They were smarter. 5. The darkest method, blurting. Here's the tactic nobody uses because it feels boring, repetitive, and pointless. But it works brutally well. It's called blurting. You sit down, pick a topic, and dump everything you know about it onto a page. Without notes. Without help. Just your brain versus the topic. Then you check what you missed, and do it again, and again, until your brain bleeds the right answers. Here's why this works. It exposes the gaps in your understanding. It forces you to structure your thoughts like a story. It trains your brain to recall under pressure just like in an exam. Blurting feels hard at first because it is. Your brain will resist. But over time, it becomes your greatest weapon. Because when you write what you learn, your brain becomes a vault. Unshakable. Reliable. Fast. Wake up or stay average. I need you to understand this. There is no such thing as a naturally gifted student. There is only a trained brain and an untrained one. The toppers? They didn't get lucky. They just learned how to play the game better than you. You now have the same playbook. No more excuses. But if you walk away from this video and go back to your old ways, let me say it plainly. You deserve the results you get. Still here? Then do this. Like this video if you're done being lied to. Subscribe now if you're ready to train your mind like a machine. And if not, then go into the comments and tell the world why you're okay staying stuck. Why are you okay letting someone else take your spot at the top? Because success isn't random. It's engineered. This isn't a motivational speech. This is a wake-up call.